So it doesn't matter how many times you fall back.
Not falling deliberately, but the danger with
I needed to get it clear right there, because look, that verse is clear. Like, yes, a righteous man may fall, but it's so. How many times do you?
No, there's no specific number of times. But the danger with leaving out to say no, regardless of the number of times, that you become seared, where sin becomes a normal lifestyle with you. Where, like, for example, if you do, let me give an example. If you insult someone, like if you do it for the first time, you feel that your conscience will pinch you to say, because the way God has wired us is that it's inborn within us, where our conscience reminds us to say we're supposed to have a deeper relationship with God. So there's nothing else that can satisfy you in this world, regardless of that void that God puts in his life, for you to have that relationship with him. So you don't deliberately fall. That's where the need for fellowship and belonging to a body of believers comes in, where you get strengthened.
Right.
And then you get to know how to overcome certain temptations. Because one thing you should understand is that habits cannot be replaced by simply thinking. If you are constantly partying or living a reckless lifestyle, if you do not replace that habit with something very physical, so for example, maybe going on adventures and stuff like that, you will still simply go back to the same activity.
Yes.
So you have to consciously replace it with something else, not just saying that I've done it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. So now, before we close, what would be your last words, especially the people that have been following you from the time your first single came out?
Yes.
And I know you're working on an album right now. How can people find you and on social media?
Yes.
And your words?
One thing I can say is that a personal relationship with Christ is very important for each and every one of you guys, because there is nothing in this world that will fill that void. That's why you find that the most wealthy people are committing suicide, because there is that emptiness that you feel, okay, I'm chasing this, and then when you attain it, you find that is this the end?
There's really nothing to it.
There's nothing to it, and then you still feel more empty, because everyone else in the world is saying, oh, that guy has it, that person, that lady has it, but in reality, you're very empty. So have a personal relationship with God, and then you take your places. And another thing is that let's keep the conversation going. You can find me on social media, just in your search engine. Most of the times it's Google. Just Google MD90'S, and all my social media platforms will come out. You find me on YouTube, you find me on Instagram, and you find me on Facebook. So just type MD90'S.
Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot for coming on the show, MD. We'll definitely call you back on the show when I have a hot topic to talk about the Bible. Anyway.